All right.
You a soundboard.
Yeah, we need a soundboard. I'm gonna get one. I am gonna get one. So we're live. Um, wow. I never thought we'd be back. Honestly, guys, that this feels good. This is RNVP. I'm gonna go with episode 1. This is a renewal, a rebirth. We're gonna be more consistent. Introduce yourself, guys.
Go ahead. It's your favorite troll, Derek. Happy to be back. Hopefully my sound quality is much better. My setup's better, and we'll be back. And we're here to get you through the coronavirus. Or if you listen to this years later, randomly, we're here to give you a snapshot of what's going on right now. This is actually a nice little time capsule.
Honestly,
I guess all podcasts are, but especially ours. Ours is the best one. So, if we ever get famous enough to where you're studying this in a class and you have to write about us or this in a report or an essay, we did pretty good. So, yeah, I'll leave it up to the next guy.
What's up, yo? It's your boy Isaiah Batosai, or Ghost Batosai. That's how Twitch would say. But what's up, yo?
yeah, that's how Ghost of Tsushima talk. I love it. Okay, all right. It's Jake, JTRNVP. We're back. Let's just dive into this shit. Xbox.
I didn't even watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I had a
Oh my god.
because like I looked at
You missed shit. You missed nothing.
I looked at it like this. If Microsoft had serviceable games to carry their next gen on, we would have heard about it way before. I'm of the opinion that Microsoft, if they had learned from their lesson, from their lessons, they wouldn't be tight-lipped. They would be like, okay, we need promo. We need to start this generation off with a bang. Exclusives. Or I guess they wouldn't be exclusives because, whatever.
They don't do that no more.
Yeah, but point is, we're going to give you games you can play on this console with some semblance of exclusivity. Where, okay, you can only play this on the Microsoft ecosystem. Or you can only play this on Microsoft ecosystem for like 6 months, a month, something. But if they did, wouldn't that be what they led with? Wouldn't we hear them say, we realize that with the Xbox One, we tried to make it an entertainment system, and it's not that. We realized that we tried to buy into gimmicks and themes that didn't coincide with what it means to be a console, and we're gonna go back to that. Wouldn't they say that? Because here's the thing: when the PS3 didn't perform the way it was supposed to, Sony actually like, oh, we listened, yeah, we messed up. Won't happen again, guys. But yeah, we you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thus we get the PS4. But with Microsoft, I almost the lack of real news, leaks, general anything prior to that gave me all the information I needed. Oof. So with that being said, you guys can elaborate and tell me all that was Xbox, because I just as we got closer to it, I was just like,
yeah. So before.
Let's break this shit down.
So before we break it down, let me just go ahead and say, for people listening who didn't watch it, basically, Xbox, Microsoft had a conference that was on different streaming platforms like YouTube and their YouTube channel and Twitch and all of that. It happened July 23rd at 12 Eastern our time. I went over to my good man Jerron's house to watch it, and yeah, I'm gonna let him go first because I have a lot to say.
I'm pulling up the list so everything they show. I don't want to mess up anything.
Right. Yeah.
But all right, let's start with the first game because we already know what it is. Let's start with that Halo. What's your opinion of the Halo?
You know, I'm gonna go on a rant. I'm gonna go on a lot of rants. I just am.
Do you think you guys think it's time to shoot Old Yeller?
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah. Honestly.
What they're doing with Halo is
yeah, like honestly. Like if you just really want to be honest, like yeah.
I would not mind if we didn't get another Halo and then in 10 years they doomed Halo. Like they did like a Doom Return. Like they bring it back.
Yeah,
they give themselves some breathing room. They give it back to the company the studio that actually created it. And then maybe we get reimagined ideas that make the game fresh and new. That's what I'd like to see with Halo. I don't want to see Halo because clearly a 3 to 5 year development cycle doesn't pave the way for ingenuity. Yes, you can scrape the ideas off from battle royales, which are actually dying out, right? You can look at games that are innovating in terms of shooting mechanics like Apex Legends or even Call of Duty to an extent, and just take from that. But that's not what made Halo Halo. What made Halo is that it was the premier first-person shooter. It defined the genre. And there's nothing wrong with because the first car obviously isn't the car we drive today. In fact, like the best cars aren't even made by the people that made the first cars, right? So somebody had to build on ideas, and somebody had to take the throne of making the best. But the issue is when you're just trying to live on a title alone, and you're not bringing anything to the table, and your game is basically just I'm not gonna say bad fan fiction. I don't think the story's been bad. Do you guys think the story's been bad?
No.
The story's not bad. The problem with Halo 5 is that they misled people what the story was going to be about.
Yes.
So when it came out, everybody was pissed because
yes,
what you advertised to us, we didn't get.
Yes, absolutely. Derek, you are hitting everything on the head. No, John, you go because I have a rant. Like you.
I don't have a rant. That was just my thoughts. So 343, I put it in a tweet today. The problem is with Halo is that Bungie was such a good developer that 343 just can't keep up with them. And since we know Halo for being as great as it was because Bungie is that great of a developer, it makes us look at these new Halos in a trash light because we're like, we know it could be better. And they are trying because like they're, even though if we disagree with it, like they're trying to make it more up to date by making it open world, giving them a grappling hook and all this stuff that as hardcore fans you might not care about it or want to go that direction, but they are trying to refresh it. It just, I don't know if it's going to work because when you already have 6 games that follow a formula, you just probably stick to that formula at least, especially when your art design and you keep on calling it a spiritual reboot. Like, we kind of, if you're trying to go back to the roots, you probably should stay with those roots. But we'll see how that goes. But like, and also the problem with Halo is that it's your biggest franchise, and you always picking up. You got 12 T-flops, and you got the most powerful system. But when you show us a game, and it doesn't look that great, but it's your flagship game, that already starts as a problem. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about Halo. It's just, I see where they're trying to go, but as your flagship game and the selling point of your Xbox Series X, and it looks like that, it's like, like it's just, We desire more. Like, I came into the conference with low expectations, and you're still disappointed. That's a problem. But I'll let JT go on his rant.
I am a super Halo fan. It is one of my favorite stories in any medium. It is one of the best sci-fi stories ever, in my opinion. It is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. It should be treated as such, and I feel like 343 doesn't treat it like that. And yesterday proved that. Not only did it graphically look subpar, the gameplay was the same. And then when you shoehorn in open world mechanics and RPG elements to fundamentally an ultimate soldier that we've gotten used to having the not ultimate power, but being the most competent soldier in this franchise, a person that doesn't need powers. All he really needs is a gun, 2 guns, some grenades, and you drop him in any mission, he'll get it done. It just rings off as them changing for the sake of change. Like when like Jerron was talking about, like when you talk about a spiritual reboot, like God of War was a spiritual reboot from the original four or five games. Was 3 and then 2 on the DS. Not DS. 2 on the PSP. I think like 5 games.
PSP, 1 on Vita.
1 on Vita. Yeah. Okay. So it was like 5 games.
Yeah.
And they updated the graphics, but they made sensible changes to the actual gameplay mechanics that actually made sense based off the characters that they had. You could make Kratos a quiet but brooding force in God of War 2018 because in the previous games he was a bombastic, angry, sadistic, evil person, and what it shows is growth, and he had to grow because he had a kid. Like it's frustrating to see a character like Master Chief have to hold up a story and he doesn't talk. Who is he talking to? Like, it fundamentally goes against his character. Like that pilot at the beginning, like Master Chief wouldn't have a conversation with a pilot. Just get me to the mission and I'm gonna go fight because I'm the ultimate soldier. And you fundamentally changing his personality so he can like support a open world story, quote unquote, is just a spit in the face of everything. Like, we don't know if he's still hunting Cortana after Halo 5. They made no mention of her. You bring the Banished into this, which is cool, just from Halo Wars. But where are the Covenant? Where are the Guardians? Why is he on the Halo ring? How did Chief go from looking to Cortana to floating in space? These are questions I want answered, and they didn't answer them. On top of crappy graphics, samey gameplay, and y'all just modernizing it and updating it for the sake of it without actually thinking. And I was just thinking about like what things I would have changed. You know how I would have done this? I would have copied everything from God of War 2018. I literally made a hub world where they're in a USNC frigate. They find him in space. They explain why he's been floating in space. Like, he was off looking for Katana. Something bad happened. The Covenant attacked his ship. His battery cells wearing out. They thought he was dead. He's floating in space. And like maybe like 10 years go by. Some time go by. 5, 10, 20 years, whatever the time skip. A UMC frigate finds him, brings him in, updates him, updates his armor, brings back the old style, gives him the grappling hook. You don't have to upgrade it. There's no RPG. They give him anti-gravity thrusters. They give him metallic metal boots. I'm going to explain why I'm saying all this. And then a personalized pistol, his own sword. Like, I would be giving him stuff, and I would change the gameplay to make it a little bit faster, and I would have kept Spartan Sprint, the Spartan Punch, wall running, all of that. I would have made it more dynamic. And what would have happened is the frigate is the hub world, and we have to travel to different places and complete missions in bigger maps than we had in Halo 5. They kind of seem like they're open world, but they're their own contained world. Like if you go to Muspelheim or Niflheim in God of War, it's like that. That would have made for a very compelling story, in my opinion, or a very compelling mechanics. I would have made Chief be able to fight hand to hand if he wanted to. Like you can just fight people hand to hand. His light shield can be adapted so he can move it all across his body. So like he can just like block gunfire up front. Like I would have just changed a lot of things. And what it basically shows is what people have been saying for the longest time, is that game is made with the Xbox One in mind, not with the Xbox Series X in mind. It's made with Game Pass in mind, not to just make a good game. And that's the problem. That is a massive problem to me. So, I mean, yeah, the gameplay looked decent, but that's not enough to get me, a person who they are trying to target, by the way. I'm the person that they're trying to get to buy their console. I am an Xbox owner. I haven't had one in about 4 or 5 years. I don't have Game Pass and I don't have a PC. Literally, they are targeting me. I'm about to be out of college. I'm about to graduate, and I'm about to have the most money I've ever had in my pocket. They're literally targeting me, and they couldn't even accomplish that with a series I have owned every game for, beaten every game except for the Halo War franchise. I watch the movies. I read the books. Like, literally, that game should be tailor-made to specifically suck me in and never let me go. Pause. Okay, like, it's disappointing, bro. It's disappointing. And then they thought that it looked great, and it looks like trash. And they're trying to get an open world game to run at 4K 60, and that makes no technical sense. It just, everything about it is trash. And people think this is cool because it's Halo's back. Like, that's everybody's thing. But Halo's back, dude. Okay.
What do you feel about them saying that it's an early build? And that
I think that's bullshit. It's 4 months away.
build. They said they claimed they showed a build from January.
Yeah.
And that it'll get better.
No, like, Jerron, that's not how technology works. Like, usually if you have that build, like, you show your nearest build, like, either that's a gross mismanagement of the situation, or
no, it's just BS. Just call it what it is.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Insomniac a month earlier shows you Ratchet and Clank. It looked great. And that's a 2021 game. It's not even coming out anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, like, they have more time to work on it, and it already looks better than the game you got dropping in November.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I have no faith in it, and I think it's going to not play as.
You come on to a conference in July and show a January build. And
yes,
showing,
exactly.
May June build, like,
and people think that's
it's your conference to show off games. To be fair, they did come out before the conference, a day before, and it was like, it's games for current and next gen. It's not just an all next gen conference. So they did say that, but
Jerron, that's too late.
Everybody knows
that's too late
this
though.
Conference, but everybody knows this conference is really about next gen. Like,
yes, exactly. It's too late. Like nobody wants Xbox One games anymore, bro. Like, nobody does. Like, only the most hardcore Xbox fans want that, right? Like, we.
Dude, I don't think those people exist.
No, they do.
No,
Derek. Yes, they exist. They exist. Trust me, they exist. Like, to them, this was like a godsend, and I just don't understand it. Just because Halo's back, like that did not look impressive, bro. Nobody's impressed other than you hardcore Xbox and Halo fanboys. Like, nobody's impressed. I'm not impressed, and it's not even the gameplay and the graphics, because I'm like, that's cool. I just can't get over the open world elements. It's literally an FPS, a linear FPS, narratively driven game. Why am I in an open world. I don't need to explore with Master Chief. He doesn't talk. Like, do people not understand he doesn't talk? I just want people to like explain to me what would be interesting about Master Chief petting a deer, because that was the things that came out after the that was some information that dropped after the conference where like you can.
Chief, I'm not trying to pet animals.
Yeah, like you see, Jerron, you set the expectations of a character for what 5 games, and now you're gonna fundamentally change him for what? And it does. And see, this is why I keep trying to say the change doesn't make sense. With Kratos, it made sense. He goes from being bombastic and angry to reserved because he's trying to raise a child, and he himself is trying to forgive himself and like accept his past. That makes sense. Chief literally has like 50 lines in one game. Even probably less than that. He is literally the ultimate soldier. The thing that sells Halo is the world building, the lore, the gameplay, and the multiplayer. We didn't see the multiplayer. The lore is still there, but it seems like y'all trying to ignore that shit. And now you're trying to make Master Chief into this particular character that has personality. And I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want that. I never wanted that. Huh?
About the growth aspect of Master Chief upgrading.
What do you mean upgrading? What do you mean?
So it's an RPG, so you know how to upgrade it.
You're gonna have to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah. That's the next part. Like that's like Derek. He's a 7'3" biomedically and genetically enhanced super soldier. That for 5 games you have set the expectation that he is the ultimate soldier and killing machine, and he and his fellow Spartans need minimal support, minimal weaponry, minimal time to prepare, and they can get the job done. He's not an RPG character. He should already have the powers he needs. I shouldn't have to get a skill point and then put it in Chief and then, hey, he can like dual wield now. What? I was dual wielding back in Halo 2. Like, I don't need that. I'm just speculating. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but like, what?
They take that out.
But yo, that could be a gameplay mechanic to justify the RPG elements. You never know. So when you say RPG, to me, when an FPS, that means you're going to give him like new equipment upgrades, new weapon upgrades, different abilities he can do. No, he's Master Chief. He should be able to do that. The problem is the Spartan punch and wall running and the super jump were poorly executed and implemented in Halo 5, but they made sense. His suit literally is designed to do that stuff. His suit literally has thrusters on the back. His suit literally has a gigantic force field around it. People don't even realize that. It has a force field. Like, he is a ultimate, like, that armor's ultimate. He is ultimate. He's a killing machine. I shouldn't have to upgrade him. I shouldn't have to walk around. All I wanted to do was have a good narrative story. And it's like 343 severely overcorrected. And it seems like well, let me say this first. It seems like 343 severely overcorrected because they know they can't write a fucking good story. They know they can't write a story as good as Bungie. They know they can't land this ship. They can't land the story. And they can't finish it and wrap it up in a nice, satisfying way. So they're trying to shoehorn in open world elements and RPG to get people to think that this is something new and fresh. When the number one thing wrong with Halo 5 was the story. So all I was saying coming into this was fix the story. Don't give me open world. Don't give me RPG elements. Tighten the gunplay. Make it graphically pretty. Fix the story and give me a great multiplayer. And I'm there. I'm buying an Xbox Series X. After that, bro, I'm not buying one for 3 years. And we'll get to the reason why I'm not buying it in 3 years later on. But it's just...
Alright.
It's
run down the rest of these games.
It's just awful.
We've been on Halo for a minute.
It's
Alright.
There are other games?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. just a preference. If you go watch the show later, Halo is like the only one that shows major gameplay. Everything else is just CGI trailers. All right, next game, State of Decay 3. What do you think about it?
Next.
Damn, I don't want to talk about it.
Next.
How about this? Y'all
Next.
talk about
It's
State of
okay,
Decay
Dron. Really, honestly, one sentence. It's Undead Labs. They're not good developers. I have no faith. Next.
Okay, next one. Forza Motorsport. What's your thoughts, Jake?
If it's not Horizon, I don't care.
I feel you. I feel the same way. I mean, it does look good. I think it came out. I think Digital Foundry got to it. They said it's basically using the same tricks or whatever that Gran Turismo is using. So, I mean, there you go. It's a racing game.
Yeah, it's a racing game. Derek, what were you about to say? My bad, bro. Derek?
Did he die?
I think he got sniped. Okay. That's fine. He'll be back.
Well, we wait till you get back.
Yeah.
To the next game.
Yeah.
Next game, Tell Me Why. Your thoughts about that?
Is that the Don't Nod game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that.
I did not know that they're the same developer that look like Life is Strange, because when I was watching it, I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's Life is Strange clone. But
yeah, no, yeah, it's the same developer, and they're great. They're great. They're awesome. I have total faith. If people don't know, that's a story about a trans woman and her transitioning. And they've came out with a FAQ to show that this is not a story rooted in pain, but a story rooted in a journey of her life. And I am going to play that if it comes to PlayStation. I love stories like that. I like stuff from new perspectives. We don't get games like that. So I like that risk. It shouldn't even be a risk. I shouldn't even say that. It's not even a risk. I like that.
It's from the people like Life is Strange. If you like to play that type of game,
yeah, I do.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
I don't. So
yeah,
it's skip for me. Okay.
Wait, can we go back to JDK 3? Because I can actually give you an honest opinion.
Yeah, well, no, Derek, you play that game, so that's why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the problem with State of Decay, right? From a gameplay perspective, unless I'm missing something, because I didn't actually beat the game, it feels like the game's kind of, because it's cool, like the concept of no real character is a main character. You're building a community, and you're trying to best adapt to the the situations that you have in moving from base to base. That's all good and well, but then it creates an instance, a question of why am I doing this? Now, what's the point? Like, what's the end game, right? You build a community, I guess, but like, there's really no narrative, no story holding it all together. And it's not like The Sims, because at least in The Sims you can make your own story, right? You can have the characters have their own kids, and I don't know. I just feel like it's like it's The Sims but zombies, and it's not as well done as The Sims. It's not as silly as The Sims. It doesn't have the creative freedom that The Sims has because of the constraints of being in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, maybe I'll give the game a chance, but I will say this: I got like probably 30 hours in State of Decay and just dropped it and never picked it up again. Never picked it up again.
Derek, you're like most people. You're like most people.
Your complaint with State of Decay 3 is, I feel like it's gonna be the same problem with that new that Ubisoft game.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I feel like the same thing's gonna happen in Watch Dogs, but we'll see.
Yeah.
The last Watch Dogs is really good.
But have you seen the new one?
Yeah, have you seen Legion? You might need to go look that up, bro. It's
like there's no main character. It's already like anybody in the city. Like, I feel like that same thing's gonna happen. You're gonna get to a point where it's like, it's cool I can recruit anybody in the city, but what's the point? Like, I feel like that's gonna happen, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Derek, you got any thoughts on Forza Motorsport?
If you love cars, Forza will actually do a very good job of giving you very nice looking cars that perform as well as they can in terms of trying to translate that to a video game. They'll never innovate in terms of gameplay mechanics. They'll never have a story. They never really have anything to bring you in, unless you just like nice looking cars that can go fast. So next, I like cars, but I mean, like I can't shit on Forza because Forza's like the MLB, the show of car games.
I don't know because I think Gran Turismo does what it does better, but
okay, then
well,
maybe
okay.
I'm not a car guy.
Okay, in terms of motorsport, Forza Horizon is great because it's a realistic arcade game, and it's like I love Forza Horizon, but motorsport, like Gran Turismo, just does it better. So, like,
yeah, it's a pure racing sim, and Gran Turismo's the king of racing sims, and Horizon is the king of arcade racers. So it's not the one that we want, and yeah, we can keep going, John.
Okay, we just got done talking about Tell Me Why from the same developers who made Life is Strange. Got any thoughts on that, dude?
I didn't really get into Life is Strange. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that style of video game where it's narrative driven and you pick like speech options. It's just not my it's not my cup of tea.
I feel you. I didn't really get into Life is Strange either. I like right now I'm playing Sakura Wars on PS4, and like it has the visual novel stuff like that, but I like it because like it's only a section of the game, and then they put you in a mech, and then you wreck stuff like Dynasty
Yeah,
Warriors.
are you
like,
doing stuff? Like if you're doing stuff, okay. But if I'm like looking. If I want to see a game like that, I will watch it be streamed. How about that?
I feel you.
I will watch The Walking Dead and be streamed or played through. So I like the story. It's a good story, but the act of me interacting with it and fidgeting it around and trying to get through it isn't as rewarding as just watching somebody better than me at getting through games like that or edited footages. Because it's kind of a waste of time. There's no... For me, video games should be... For me to enjoy a video game, I either have to be able to do something well and feel and know that I did it well, or they at least have to be challenging to the point to where... basically, I'm saying the same thing. I just want to be able to feel like I did something. I feel like I'm just clicking buttons and I'm looking for a screwdriver, and the screwdriver screws the screw, so now you can screw the door handle onto the door and open the door. Woo! Right? I'm good off that. But hey, if people like that type of game, y'all got it. I'll watch y'all play. I ain't buying it though.
I second everything Derek just said. The next game, which is already out, so it's not a new game, but they spent about 30 seconds to a minute to show you that Ori in the Will of the Wisp is 120 frames on Series X. The problem is that the stream is only in 60, so you can't tell the difference. But what's your thoughts on it?
If you have an Xbox, this is legit the best game Xbox has funded in 7 years. Play it.
Yeah,
I
dope.
don't.
Why would I play
care.
it on an Xbox when I can just play it on my computer?
Yeah, you can. Well, that's what I'm saying.
You
Just
can,
anywhere where Xbox games are available, just play Ori and the Will of Wisp and Ori and the Blind Forest. Just play those two games.
Decision. I am not getting an Xbox. I have no reason to do so.
Well,
we're gonna save that,
well,
Eric.
We're gonna save that because I had thoughts on that.
Yeah,
but,
we're gonna save that.
So we're done with Ori. I mean, dope game. Buy it.
Yeah, buy
It's
it,
120
but
hertz in 4K
for the context of the actual conference, I have no clue why that just could not have been a tweet or a blog post.
Exactly. You didn't have to waste time showing me that, but
yeah,
it's whatever.
Yep.
Next game, new game from Obsidian, Avowed. Thoughts?
Highlight of the damn show. I don't care if it was CGI. It's finally a new IP. It is the RPG Kings Obsidian. It's going to be lit. That was one of the moments that I was waiting for in this conference. The problem is I wanted like 4 more of those, and it's literally the only surprise. Shout out to Obsidian. Well, what's up, Derek?
They got an Obsidian RPG?
No, they bought Obsidian.
They bought Obsidian, so everything Obsidian makes is Xbox now.
And you get that because you're on PC, so you can buy it.
Them niggas are actually onto something. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, the best highlight of the show. Yeah, it's not coming out anytime soon because it was a CGI trailer. No. But step in the right direction. Trailer.
I mean, if you like Western medieval RPGs, I'm pretty sure you have fun.
Yep.
I don't care about medieval times, so I probably won't play it. But it looked pretty good. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Next game. The Outer Worlds is getting a DLC.
Again, just could have been a tweet. Could have been a tweet.
Yeah, I mean,
don't care.
It's cool. For people who like the Outer Worlds, I mean, great for you. You get more content, but I mean, they didn't really have to show it on the game stage, but it's whatever. Next game, As Dusk Falls. I don't remember what this game was.
I think it's another one of those games like Tell Me Why, Jerron. It's another one of those interactive games.
You're right. Yeah.
I already have Tell Me Why, so I'm not really interested in this. It looked cool. The art style looked cool, but probably not gonna play it, huh?
Doesn't it star a black woman?
Yes, it did. Like an interracial couple, I think.
Shout out to Xbox for that.
Yeah. It's a lot of diversity. I think that's like the best thing about this conference was the diversity.
Shout out to Sarah Bond.
Yep, she's keeping them alive, bruh. She is.
Yeah.
Filling them niggas ain't really helping the black woman out at all. So.
Really not.
So. Yeah.
Okay. Next game, Psychonauts 2.
Love Psychonauts 1. It's coming to PlayStation. Go and play it there. Shout out to Psychonauts and Double Fine because the woman who's the creative director, and I think she's like the director, like the co-director of the game, is a black woman. I think she like led the art direction for both games. So definitely gonna support it. Play Psychonauts 1. It's a trippy platformer. Psychonauts 2 is probably gonna be better. Getting Double Fine was a good move for Xbox because they can make that double A type of game. It's a really good platformer. Derek, if I was you, I would pick it up when it comes out this year. You would like it. You would like it. It's really trippy, dude. And it's one of those games that you can really take advantage of your GPU, and it can because it's a psychedelic colors. It's a lot of psychedelic colors. So, you'll test out your monitor and all that. So, play Psychonauts. This even though they showed this game, John, I'll give them a pass. This is one of the games where I'm okay that it was here. Okay.
They showed a little gameplay on this, didn't they?
Yeah, they showed some gameplay. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
So I don't mind it because you already introduced it, but you showed me gameplay this time. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Like if you want to show it again, at least show gameplay.
Yeah.
The next game they showed is Stalker 2. Apparently, Stalker is a hit game on PC. So I guess if you're a PC guy and you like Stalker 1, I guess it's more Stalker for you. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, me neither.
I can't really talk about it. It's an FPS survival horror game, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That actually sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie. If you love it, it's for you. Not really a.
And it's actually a Xbox PC exclusive, so you can see it on PlayStation. So.
Okay. Cool.
That's cool. Next game was Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide.
Oh, I knew Wolf and John. They were like, "Yes, sir." When they saw that one, they explained to us last night what Warhammer was, and me and Jerron were like, "What the hell?" That's a conversation for another day. It's going to probably, if it's crossplay with PC and Xbox, it's going to do numbers. It's Warhammer.
It probably is. It
is going to do
PC and Xbox,
stupid numbers. I think Derek will like it. I think that would be a game that he would like.
I say it's Warhammer. You like Warhammer? It's going to be the same. It's Warhammer.
Yeah, it's just Warhammer. Yeah.
Ooh, the next game. Okay, Xbox. Why'd you waste 2 minutes of my time on Tetris? Why?
Yo. Okay. All right.
This even cinematic intro where you have people grabbing controllers and pretend to play games, but they're not really playing anything. Like I didn't need it.
Yeah, it was a nice gesture, but let's just give the audience some context. Tetris Effect was a game I think came out 2018 or 2019, and it was 2018, right, John?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was a Game of the Year contender because it like flipped Tetris on its head. It's a really good game. I've played it. Again, see, Jerron, a lot of this stuff should have been in their pre-show.
Yeah, they should have showed Tetris Effect
like,
in the pre-show.
If you showed Ori and not Ori, what was the other one? Outer Worlds in the pre-show, that's acceptable. But in your showcase, no. I'm okay, man. I mean, it's a 2-year-old game.
It's getting multiplayer.
That's cool, but it's a 2-year-old game. I'll get into this later, but the one problem with Xbox is they need to change their messaging as well. You don't have big enough IP. Your showcases are clearly going to be very diverse games, and they're not going to have get hype moments, a lot of them, like your contemporaries. So they need to go like Nintendo and do direct style stuff where you announce stuff into Game Pass. That makes sense. Not this.
That's what Inside Xbox is for, right?
Wait, which one?
That's what Inside Xbox is for.
Yeah,
right?
like all of the stuff should have been saved for that May Inside Xbox. All of it. All of it. Yeah.
Next game, Master Tetris. They announced a new Fable. I mean, it's kind of like they showed you a CGI cinematic. It says Fable.
Worst kept
you
secret
know
in gaming.
You don't know what it's about. It's just
worst kept secret in gaming. Worst.
Playground is working on it, as the leaks has already said. Yeah. So they basically confirmed that Playground is making Fable.
Yeah, worst kept.
You ever play Fable, Derek?
Oh, I love Fable. So
I think I started Fable 3, something like that, and I tried playing it in like 2012, and I was really stuck up on graphics, so I was like, this hurts my eyes, and I just thought I didn't pick it up yet.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
The problem with the Fable games is they are OG Xbox and 360 games. So the graphics are a little bit less to be desired if you didn't play them when they came out. So I played the first Fable. And then I played Fable 2. Fable 2 is the best one in the series. Dope game for its time, but it can use the modernization of like next gen graphics and gameplay. It's silly British humor. It's very, 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 very high fantasy. I wouldn't say high fantasy. It's not high fantasy. It's fantasy. It's English fantasy. It's English Shakespearean. How would you like medieval? Would you call it medieval time or Middle Ages? I think I would say like Middle Ages type of fantasy, and it's funny. It has humor to it. It's a lighthearted RPG. So, that's cool. But again, a CGI trailer, I really can't get hyped for that. Like, guys, you can't get hyped for something we knew what was coming. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but like this was like the worst kept secret in gaming. Period. Like people knew this 18 months out. So.
Yeah. Next game, the Gunk, or as we called it during the show, the Suck.
Yeah, because
you're a woman, you got a thing on your arm, and you suck gunk. Yeah.
Which just has bad optics. Yeah.
I mean,
it's whatever.
Honestly, if I had an Xbox, I probably would play it. Like it's playable. It's not.
Yeah, it looks like an interesting concept. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to try a different type of game out? I mean, I'll play it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It is what it is. To me, the best, the game besides Halo that actually catch my attention, Everwild was shown.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just
the art style is I
fire.
like the art style.
Absolutely gorgeous,
good.
bro.
I have no idea
what it is. That's the problem, Gerard.
But
That's
it
the
looks
problem,
good.
dog.
So like,
That's
yeah.
the problem. We don't know what it is. We don't know. They don't even know what type of game it is. You know. So it looks great though. It's probably the best looking game they showed. Like, I'm being serious.
Everwild looks good.
Yes, best looking game they showed.
I can't tell you gameplay wise because they didn't show nothing.
They didn't show anything. Yeah, exactly.
Next, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis.
That's going to do numbers on Xbox, and if it's coming to PC, and I think it's coming to PlayStation as well, it's going to go crazy.
New Genesis not on PC, but Phantasy Star Online 2 already on PC. So
yeah, so this is going to go crazy. This is going to do stupid numbers. When it comes to PlayStation, I am definitely going to play it. Like, I love Phantasy Star Online. That was a surprise.
I like
that was one of the better. Yeah, and the crossplay can happen now.
Yeah,
if they can activate it. Yeah,
it's good to see that games like Phantasy Star are going to be on Xbox to show they're trying to widen their variety. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's a good look.
Yeah.
And then I think this last game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last game is Crossfire X, the Chinese shooter.
You know me and shooters, John. Yeah. You know, Remedy is making the single player campaign, so I mean that's worth something. You know, Sam Lake's working on it. You know, that's that guy. He's a very good creative director, so I guess he can do something with it. But apparently, like, the beta for it is pretty awful, and yeah, so.
But yeah, that's the Xbox show. I mean, like,
yeah, it like I said, Derek, you kind of called it, man. There was really
it was the same old. Like,
yeah, it's better than their May conference, and I think it's better than their E3s. But the reason why it was disappointing is the expectations for this were set to the highest level of any Xbox conference the last probably 10 years, and it failed to deliver.
And the sad part is, it'd be different if it was just hype because of fanboys. But the company, like Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox himself, hyped it up to be. This man literally came out and said, we're going to have drop the mic moments. And there literally was no mic drop moments at all. Like, so are we just. Is your
Jerome, like,
the thought process not the same as the
exactly.
thought process of gamers? Like, where's the disconnect? Because Phil Spencer came out and was like, after watching the PS5 showing, I feel really good about what we're about to show. We're about to drop the mic moments. And then you show us this conference, and we're like, Phil, that's nothing. Nothing came close to what PlayStation showed. Like, where we? Yeah. What's the disconnect in this?
Absolutely. The problem is, Drawn, their messaging was great from December all the way up until yesterday. And now I'm just questioning everything. This was an important conference. The fans knew it. The gaming industry knew it. Game journalism knew it. Fanboys knew it. Casuals knew it. Everybody knew they needed to hit this out of the park. This is the launch. This is their E3 moment. This is to undo 2013. Was it better than 2013? Absolutely, positively, yes. Was it a home run? No. It's more like they hit a single, tried to stretch it into a double, and got tagged out. Yeah. It was just disappointing. It wasn't bad. It wasn't awful. It was disappointing. Very disappointing. It had no really big wow moments. Their biggest game looked current gen and actually had people looking at Halo 5 like, damn, like, it looks better, you know? And, you know, the problem, one of the other problems with Halo Infinite is now that it's an open world RPG, it's going to get compared to, guess what? Open world RPGs. And I don't think they want that. with Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think they want that comparison. I really don't think they want that comparison. I think this is one of the other reasons why I think it's stupid, because nobody's going to judge it as an FPS anymore. They're going to judge it as an open world RPG FPS.
Well, I don't know, because if multiplayer is the heavy focus, like it was in
Dron, no,
5, they might still categorize
no,
that as just FPS.
no, Dron, those no, they can't do that. The reason why Halo is special is the combination of, like I said, the story, the lore, the single player campaign, and the multiplayer. The single player campaign is a fundamental foundation. It was one of the few FPSs where you can just play the single player and get your fix, or you can play the multiplayer and get your fix. That's old school Halo, a good narratively driven FPS game. And then if you want to go play multiplayer with your friends or competitively or just have some fun, and you had a great suite and great options to do that with. I have no doubt that the multiplayer is fine. They're just going to try to show that somewhere later. I don't doubt that, because they can't mess that up, because, well, knock on wood, but I have faith that's okay, because Halo 5's multiplayer was okay, if not good.
Oh no, Halo 5 multiplayer
was good.
That's all I played on Xbox when I had my Xbox.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like that's gonna be fine. The reason why they showed the campaign, because it's a fundamental foundation, and their narrative beats of 4 and 5 are not up to snuff with 1 through 3. So not only did you show honestly, I do agree with this. They showed too little of the gameplay. Actually, 8 minutes was not enough. That should have been like a 20-minute segment, and I'm being like serious.
Yeah, they could have took out texture. They should have took out the time they spent on texture effect, Outer Worlds DLC, and the Ori stuff.
That adds about 4 minutes to that, and that would have been like a 12-minute trailer, like gameplay.
Yeah, they should have.
So, yeah, yeah, man, it's disappointing. It doesn't really make me want to run out and get Halo day one, and I'm not just gonna get it because it's Halo. I have higher standards than that. I'm not desperate like certain fanboys, and that's what it screams like. It screams like desperation. Like, I'm desperate because I just want Halo to be out, and I'm like, that doesn't help you if you're gonna get a mediocre product.
But okay, to defend the fanboys a little bit, just play a devil's advocate. Think about what Xbox has given you in the past 5 years.
Jerron, there's been better offerings. That game does not look great at all.
Jay, besides Forza Horizon 4
and Ori and Cuphead and Gears 5, those are the 4 games.
I mean,
yeah, but Jerron, you just accepting.
It's 4 games in 6 years. Jay.
I know, and 7, not 6, 7.
What's that? No, I'm saying, like, I can't blame Xbox fans for being like, oh, I gotta get this new Halo, like. Because Xbox hasn't really giving them anything.
That's
so,
true,
like,
but have standards. That's true, but have standards. And I feel like they don't have standards.
I mean, you can't when you're only getting 4 games in 6 years.
Well, then, Jerron, that is a fundamental problem with the fan base, and that is a massive problem that Xbox has.
I'm saying the fan base should have spoke out of this like 4 years ago, but they didn't.
Yeah, they accepted it.
They believed in the company and just kept on waiting.
They supported them with their dollars. They supported them with their dollars.
We're going to wait to the next E3. At some point, you got to speak up and say, look, give me better quality or I'm leaving. Like,
yeah, they accepted them and supported them with their dollars and didn't vote with their wallet. And, you know, fanboys are notorious for not putting their money where their mouth is. So, yeah, I can see why they would be desperate. I mean, that's sure. I could be desperate if I'm in if I'm in the desert, right, and I want water and I find a spring, but the spring is poison. I'm not gonna drink from it. Like, I'm just not. I have standards. I'll rather die. I'm not gonna speed up my death. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I'm just no. Well, okay, let me just ask this question. Since those are all the games,
Mm-hmm.
this definitely doesn't make me want to buy the Xbox Series X because they have yet to show me a reason why I want it at launch.
Uh,
Nah, it doesn't make me want to invest in Game Pass because those you showed me Avowed, you showed me Fable, you showed me Everwild. What was the other game that I liked?
tell me why.
Well, tell me why it's coming out this year. I know that for a fact, and
Okay.
we've seen gameplay of that. That's coming out this year, so I don't really need them to tell me anything about that. But
Okay.
those three games were the games that like caught our eye, right? We're like, okay, those are like the three highlights of the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Hellblade. John, you forgot Hellblade 2. And I know the reason why you forgot Hellblade 2 because
It wasn't on the list.
but no, Jerron, the reason why you forgot Hellblade 2 is Hellblade 2 was, as people remember, if you don't, when the Xbox Series X was premiered at the award show back in December 2019, the first trailer that they showed was Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
Hellblade 2 is not on that list, Jerron, because literally the head dev comes out and says, hey guys, we picked a location. So you're telling me from December to now, y'all were deciding locations. Y'all haven't even started development.
I mean, they said they're doing it in Unreal Engine 5, and that doesn't come out until next year. So, like, of course, they're
Well,
going to show.
well, Jerron, yeah, but Microsoft has a relationship with Epic. I am pretty positive
No,
that
they have it, but I'm pretty sure legally somewhere they can't show too much of it until it actually officially
until
releases.
Epic probably gives them the okay. Okay, that makes sense. But okay, Jerron, those 4 games. Those are the 4 new quote unquote new IP or new games or renewed IP that's going to inject life into Xbox's fledgling IP portfolio. Right. Do you know when them games are coming?
No,
Have you seen gameplay for them games?
no,
Do you have an idea what any of these games will actually be?
not really.
But I'm the crazy one for critiquing it. Okay. Yeah. See, I mean, when you show me CGI trailers, I can't get hype. You haven't given me, and see, this is what people don't understand. And people be like, how can Sony get away with it? Well, idiot, they have executed on what they've had to do for damn near a decade. Their fans have an expectations from their developers. So their developers can come out like Sony Santa Monica can come out at this Sony event in August and drop a CGI trailer of God of War 2. You know why? God of War slaps. We know what we're going to expect. We have expectations. I have no expectations of what Playground can do with Fable. I have no expectations of what Obsidian... I have some type of expectations of what Obsidian can do with RPG. So they get a little bit of slack. But I have no expectations of what Everwild's going to be because they don't even have expectations for Everwild. And Hellblade is going to probably be more of Hellblade. Hellblade 2 is going to be more of Hellblade. But even then, still no gameplay. And that's a small game. Like, people don't understand. Hellblade is less than 10 hours. You can literally beat it in a day. That's unacceptable to not have something in Unreal Engine 4. Like, just something. But whatever. Also, man. Just disappointing. It's just disappointing that they needed this conference to be a home run. And all they gave us was a reason to just wait. Or build a PC.
Also, the difference between Sony and Xbox is that when Sony shows either a new IP or a game where you wouldn't have expectations for, they usually show some type of gameplay to go along with the trailer. Like when they introduced Horizon Zero Dawn, they showed the CGI trailer, and then they gave you like maybe a minute of like what the game actually going to play like. And you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of see it. Or with Ghost of Tsushima, when they announced it, they showed you the pretty cinematics, and then they showed you that mini gameplay of him on the roof with that fighting that one girl. So like, Sony is like, oh, this is a new IP from like a new studio or a studio that's doing a different type of game.
Yeah,
Let
draw
me give you
expectations
something.
and standards. They have higher
Yeah.
expectations and standards. People are harder and more critical on them because they're harder and critical on themselves.
So,
They understand what their audience and in general what gamers want. Um, yeah, it's just
and
it's 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 just frustrating. So no, I'm not getting no Xbox Series X at launch. I'll wait for Avowed and Fable and Hellblade and all those games to load up, and then I'll just see if they execute on it, and I'll buy it then. But I'm not getting that dang thing at launch. I'm just not. That did not
yeah,
convince me. And I'm the prime audience. I'm the prime audience. So, yeah, that was,
yeah, I
you
was
know,
thinking about getting an Xbox at launch, but at this point, I can't. Like,
yeah, I can't in good faith do that. Like, I just can't. Like,
no,
it's
like,
not.
yeah,
You know, Derek's in the best.
like,
Derek's in the better position than all of us because like he can just get Game Pass and just see what's up. You know,
yeah.
so
I mean, I might get a PC this winter, so if that's the
yeah,
case, then I
you'll be
guess
set up, bro. But you know, I don't have a PC and I don't have an Xbox. You know, and I want to hop back in the ecosystem. You know, I love playing my third party games on it because usually they're optimized well for it, and I'm so used to playing FIFA and on it. You know, I'm still getting used to PlayStation controls for FIFA. I love the Xbox controls for FIFA, so it's hard. It's like, but I with as being like you know, I can finally like say this. You know, the reasons why I'm so hard on Xbox is I'm not also coming at this as a gamer, but I'm coming at this as a consumer, man. And when you have money to spend on such an expensive hobby, you have to have a balance of having your consumer hat on and having your gamer hat on. And I feel like fans naturally don't have their consumer hat on. But when you add such a high upfront cost to this, I can only help myself but to do that. Like put on the consumer hat and be like, is it fiscally responsible of me to buy a console I know for a fact is not providing the experiences I want? And Xbox is not doing that. And I don't give a damn about the value of Game Pass. I'm so sick and tired of people saying value. Like, I love Alana Pierce. I respect Alana Pierce's gaming opinion. I think she's one of the actual foremost thinkers when it comes to Xbox. She's like one of the people I listen to. But her video today was interesting because she is fundamentally right about Xbox having great value in Game Pass. The problem is, Alana, I can't play value. I can't put value in an Xbox Series X and play it. Sorry, that I just can't. I don't care if it's $15. We're fundamentally devaluing content in the sake of value, and I hate that. And I wish it was the other way around, like normal subscription services are. You know why Netflix is of value? Because you got Stranger Things, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, and what's the other show that they're really known for? Ozark. What was the other one? But you see what I'm saying? They have exclusive content that you can get in their service. That's what adds value to the service, not the price. And see, video game fans are getting lost in the sauce. They're getting lost because they keep seeing $15 and not what you're getting for the $15. You're getting old third party and second party games, and then you're getting first party games, sure, but when are they gonna come? In 2 to 3 years. So you're gonna be paying for a service for damn near Halo Infinite and a bunch of third party games. Sorry, man, just not doing it. Not from what I've seen. I thought they were going to have more in their launch window, and they clearly are not. These are 2022 to 2023 games. Period. Sorry, just not doing it. Not when PlayStation came out and said Horizon Forbidden West is holiday 2021 and Miles Morales is this holiday. Sorry, man. It's an easy fucking choice for Jake Taylor. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah, when can we start putting the pre-orders down for that PS5?
They
I
haven't
have
announced it
no
yet.
clue. They haven't announced it, but when it's ready,
They
I'm
did say
there.
though that it's not going to be a surprise. They're
Yeah,
going to let you know.
they're gonna let you know in advance, like
Yeah.
a week in advance. Yeah, they're not gonna
Yeah,
like surprise it.
I ain't letting it happen like they did with the Xbox One. We was supposed to get a PS4. I show up to Walmart. They're like, yeah, bro, we ain't got no PS4. What?
We we about to sell you this
slim-looking
booth. Yeah,
Xbox.
yeah. We got this booth to sell you. We got this mid. We got this Reggie to sell you. Some awful, bruh. Oh my goodness, man! It's just disappointing, and then, like I said, it wasn't bad, but like it was a 6 to 5 out of 10, bruh. As a conference, it wasn't the home run they needed.
I guess it's like a 4.5,
Yeah, Derek didn't even watch it, and I kind of wish I was him. Yeah, just it wasn't it, man. It wasn't it. My love for Halo is not enough for me to excuse the product that they showed me. I'm sorry.
See, they already got me for the Xbox One because I literally bought an Xbox One just to play Master Chief Collection, and the sad part is that game was broke until this year. So
yeah, and they just got done fixing everything. So it's like, what's the point?
You're not getting me this time now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not buying a console just for Halo. Like, I'm done with it.
Yeah, people think, like, I'll speak on Twitter or social media and like, this dude must have never played on Xbox, and it's like, dog, I had a 15,000 gamer score of like 13. Like, y'all, I've primarily played on Xbox.
Yo, his man said 15,000 gamer score.
Yeah, I did. Like, honestly, and that's a lot at 13, Derek. I went back. I can go on my Xbox. No, I can go on my Xbox profile, and I think I've played over 200 games on that system, from Xbox to 360 into Xbox One. Like, I primarily played that system, so I know the ecosystem. I know the old IP. I know how it plays. I know everything about it. I'm not speaking from a fanboy perspective. I'm speaking from a person who wants to be back in the console, in their console ecosystem, but they're not providing me reasons to. And this is interesting. This is the same gaming company 13 years ago, Jerron. Listen to this. That had BioShock and Mass Effect exclusive on their console.
Can you hear that? It's a bag being fumbled.
They had Mass Effect and BioShock exclusive on their console. And within 13 years, it all goes to shit. I just don't.
Well, okay, EA. No one could see EA. I mean, okay, that's EA's fault. Like, Mass Effect is EA's fault. Them not letting it be exclusive. They didn't want to fork that bread over, and ultimately, it's a wise choice. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Mass Effect 4 was Xbox One exclusive?
That's just a marriage made in hell. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
And then BioShock just ended because that writing that game needed to end.
Yeah, BioShock needs to end. There is some stories that just have to end, and yeah.
But the premise is not the IP; it's just that they had the ability to find new and interesting IPs, promote them, and they've lost it.
Yeah, like they were really good at snapping up third-party content, making it exclusive, and then they had really good IP themselves. So it just doesn't really make sense. And the Xbox 360 was the golden era of, that's the golden era of Halo. So,
but okay, now think of this this way. Xbox 360 was the golden era, right? It was also Sony's low, and Sony still won a generation.
yeah, and market share, yeah, they did. They sold more. They rebounded because they realized, how do you make up for faults? Content, not services, not value, content. CONTENT.
The best years of Xbox and the worst years of PlayStation, and Sony still So,
Yeah, they are drawn. They're the more talented, more serious, more passionate,
no, it just that's
more
just wild to me.
focused,
Like,
more organized gaming company. It is just as simple as that. They've been doing it
it's not
longer.
America. Nintendo still wiped the floor of both of them, but
I literally don't know about that. As it currently stands in 2020, I don't know about that.
what's it? Nintendo during that 360 PS3 era with the Wii wiped the floor.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, I thought you meant like now. I'm like, I don't know
I'm
about
talking
that. But you talking about like the Wii? I mean, that damn thing sold like 120 million consoles. Yeah, they killed everybody. They decimated the whole field. Yeah, bro, it's Nintendo. They the Godfathers. I didn't say they weren't. I'm just saying PlayStation is like the OGs, bro. Like they helped build this industry from the ground up. By the way,
Well, they helped.
they helped, Drawn. They are like
Nintendo built this industry. Like there is no gaming industry.
Drawn. They
like,
built the
Nintendo
foundations.
are OGs.
They built the foundations, but the company to pop this thing off in the West in a huge way was PlayStation. In a hardcore gamer way, a mature way was PlayStation. And without that audience, gaming does not grow.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, they have partnerships dating back as old as us. You know what I'm saying? Xbox is just trying to get these relationships. Like, it's different. They got dudes who've been deving for 30, 40 years that they can go call. Like, it's a different, right? They got portfolios of IP that they have forgotten that if they bring them back will sell millions of copies. They are just in a, this is why I'm just going to stop comparing them. They are fundamentally a better company at making games. Fundamentally, from across the board, from a quality control perspective, from a talent perspective, from a dev perspective, from everything, they are a better game company. Simple. It's like no comparison. And then there's no comparison in the business models because Sony is doing it smart. Yeah, we can have online services and subscriptions, but they're going to be supplemental. You're still going to need the console, and we're still going to provide you top quality premium content. Simple. It's a simple formula. If you want to play these PlayStation 5 games, guess what you got to go get? A PlayStation 5. It's just simple.
Nintendo, you want to play this Mario?
You want to play Animal Crossing? You got to go to the Switch. Exactly. Like it's
which is why
and I'm not saying
back to the same thing with the Xbox. You have to give a reason to buy an Xbox. That's why I still don't understand why everybody's okay with them just putting everything on.
No, Drawn. It's okay. No, Drawn. They don't need to sell. Okay, they don't need to sell the. But what I'm trying to say is, they don't need to sell the. It's okay if they put their games everywhere, as long as the games they make are quality. The games they make aren't quality. They don't have great content right now, and now I gotta wait another 3 years just to see if they can pull it off. That's the problem with me. That's what's gnawing at me. Right? I don't care about Game Pass, but like I said, the equation should be the other way around. It should be the content provides the value, not the monetary value of the service itself. It's the content. So, okay, John, say Halo Infinite slapped. That will sell an Xbox Series X, but it will sell PC gamers and it will sell xCloud. It will sell all the services that they will need, but the content needs to be great. And the reason why I compare it to Netflix, because it's the same damn business model. They might be two different mediums, and we interact with those mediums in completely different ways. However, the business model is the same. And the only reason Netflix took off, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things.
And some of the Marvel.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, all of that. Yes, absolutely. But quality, exclusive content you can only get on there. So then when you watch the quality content, then the value kicks in. Then you're like, damn, I'm watching this great show for only $10 a month? Wow. It shouldn't be I'm getting all this mid. Well, at least it's only $15. Because that's what people are saying right now. That's the framing of it. Oh, man, this is insane gaming value. Yeah, man, for Red Dead Redemption 2, a game I played 2 years ago. Whoop-de-damn-do. I mean, come on. it's just not. It's not that I disagree with their business model or their marketing, John. I disagree with the execution of it. It's awful.
I disagree with a little bit of the marketing because, like I said, you got to give me a reason to buy an Xbox.
Well, John, not necessarily, bro.
Exclusives on your system, like PlayStation. They put Horizon Zero Dawn.
But John, if you can, okay, let me ask you a question.
They still have Bloodborne as an exclusive.
But let me ask you,
Bloodborne, you have to get a PS.
No, but John, let me ask you.
You can get Horizon, and you can get Death Stranding on PC. There's still a reason to buy a PlayStation because.
John, but if you have a PC, it wouldn't matter if the games are fire. You wouldn't. I'm telling you, you would not care if the games are fire. I'm telling you right now, like, John, honestly, I know it sounds really selfish, but if Halo Infinite was fire, a lot of people wouldn't really care. But people are bringing this up, saying they need to go back to their roots with the console because the content's not fire. The content across the board is not fire. Let me clarify that. The content across the board is not quality. Period.
I don't know why you can't do both. PlayStation does both.
John, but but I'm agreeing with you on that. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna agree with you on that.
Their content is fire and it's exclusive.
No, like but because they don't want to do both. They don't like them putting their games on PC won't fundamentally hurt them as a company. What hurts them as a company is not having fire content. That's what hurts them as a company. Their games getting compared to PlayStation games. That's what hurts them. Them putting their games on PC don't hurt them. It doesn't. PlayStation's starting to do it, bro.
All it does is hurt console sales. Now, they don't care about console sales.
There you go.
But at the same time, in my brain, I don't like if you're don't care about console sales. Like, I don't do stuff just to do it. Like, care about it. I don't like. Yeah, that's my thing. Don't do stuff just to do it. Like, oh, I'm just making a console because I can. It's like that's stupid to me. Yeah.
But what if they're providing options for? Okay, John. So what if they're providing options for other people?
It's stupid to me. Don't just do stuff to do it.
Okay, I can see that. But what if they're just providing options to people? Because John, what if they just said we're stop making consoles? I think you would still be angry.
But it'd be understandable.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'd be angry, but it'd be understandable.
That's fair.
At that point, because why are you spending so much money or R&D for new consoles if you don't care about selling a console? That makes no sense.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
Like,
yeah. I can see it.
Xbox is now a PC platform. It's like we still have Xbox, but everything is on PC. It would make sense. Console people will be angry, but they'll get over it eventually because you get over everything eventually. And then you understand, like, we have these games. We're going to put all that money that we just put in R&D, we're going to put in our developers so they can make better games to get our quality up. And then there you go. Xbox open platform for PC. We got good games. Nobody cares because the games are fire, so you're just going to buy a PC. But why waste the money on a console that you don't want to sell?
It's not that they do. Okay. It's not that they don't want to sell it.
Yeah, okay. Let me rephrase it. Not that you don't want to sell. You don't care about selling.
Right.
Like, why waste the money? That's all I'm asking. That's why.
That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
Sony absolutely cares if the PS5 sells. They already came out.
Yeah.
We want y'all to move the PS5 because they care about selling the console. Because they put the money in. We want you to buy this so we can recoup our money. Phil Spencer comes out and it's just like, yeah, we got the console, and it's the most. And then that's a kicker. We have the most powerful console, but we don't care if you buy it. It's wild to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's a fair assessment. That's fair.
That's the reason why I have a problem with it.
No, that's fair. So
and not only saying like if you're gonna make the console, at least I'm not saying you gotta have all your games exclusive because apparently we know the industry is not going in that direction. I'm just saying, just have one or two games like a Halo and something else or Forza or whatever. You can only play this on Xbox. that way, even PC gamers are like, well, let me go get an Xbox because those games are fire and I want them. So I'm gonna go buy an Xbox and have it next to my PC. That's all I had. Like,
No, that's fair.
I think that makes sense to me, but
That's fair. That makes sense. That's fair. Honestly, just to wrap this up because I think we've been talking about it for long enough.
it's about an hour or so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's a no go for me, dog. It's a no.
Yeah, I would. On that Series X.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait when they get done with this cross generational stuff. That was complete bullshit, by the way. Cause
where's the Xbox accessories? Like, at least like PlayStation got me hype on the accessories. Like, show me some Xbox accessories.
Yeah. Derek, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No, I gotta take this quiz and be back in like 30.
Okay.
All right, cool. So you still in the gaming kick, or you want to talk sports now? What's up?
Let's go to sports, bro. Let's go to sports.
All right, let's start with a simple, easy topic. How you feel about Ben Simmons going to the power forward?
How do you feel about Ben Simmons hitting 3 threes tonight?
We'll get to that after the power forward.
Him moving to the power forward he should have been playing the power forward. Okay, Jerron, basketball's positionless, so you running him as the point and then making him guard points could be an advantage on defense for y'all, but like on offense, he should be in a low post, or at least handling the ball some, low post some. Like he needs to learn when to be in the post and when to have that ball on the outside and orchestrate the offense. But I think he
already knows.
No, he knows how to do it. It's just, coaching.
One thing. It's I watched the highlights of the scrimmage, and it seemed like he naturally fits in that position. And putting Ben at the 4 actually it creates a mismatch for the other team because Ben Simmons is big enough to be a 4 to guard 4s, but when he gets the ball, he's quick enough to be like a guard. So like it creates a mismatch because now you got 2 guards, you're 4, and then you got Ben and Embiid. So like they had Jaren Jackson Jr. on Ben Simmons, and it was like Jaren Jackson Jr. is good, but in certain situations he can't do anything with Ben Simmons. like he whether Ben Simmons is quick enough to get past him. If he does have him, Ben Simmons has the ball, the vision to set up easy passes. Now that you have 3 shooters, when you pass the ball out to the 3-point line, like people are actually able to shoot it. It just makes more sense for him to be the 4. So I like the move. Hopefully it works out like instantly, so we can actually make a playoff push. But I like what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And then that Ben Simmons and B pick and roll is going to be wild. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. They're really honestly, John. It's such a no-brainer. There's really nothing to talk about. Like people have been people have been saying like this for like a year or two, like 18 months at least, and they're finally doing it, and the results are paying off. And he's starting to shoot more. So, hopefully, man. Hopefully, y'all can get the trusted process to work. Hopefully.
We'll see. We'll see how these playoffs go. But
yep, they start in a week. So, I'm surprised the NBA is still going on. But hey, well, whatever. Lou Williams is an idiot, by the way.
What did he do?
This idiot, what was it? Him, Montrezl Harrell, and I forgot the third guy. Bro, they all left the bubble for family emergencies, and they ended up on Jack Harlow's IG.
Who is Jack Harlow?
See, yeah, John, I knew you wouldn't know that. He's like an up and coming rapper. Yeah, he's Yeah, they ended up on one of his IG stories, and yeah, the Clippers ain't winning no fucking championship.
Yeah, not with that lack of focus.
Yeah, that's just unacceptable. I don't.
Especially when you have, because Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell are like two of your pieces that you
Yeah,
need.
and if they get COVID right now, y'all are screwed.
Yeah, I mean, even when they do come back, they're still gonna have to get quarantined for
Yeah.
at least a couple days.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why would you like? That means that they just show a lack of focus. Yeah, they ain't winning no championship. Like that right there just showed me y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready for that. I know Kawhi probably sitting there pissed, but
Yeah, it's just it doesn't make any sense. It's hilarious though, because it's like, why would you want to be on the rapper's IG when you can go win the championship? But whatever, dog. Like, go do you. But all the
I don't
rappers,
understand why you can't like go into the bubble. Is like, look, I'm gonna take these 3 months and I'm just gonna focus on basketball. I'm gonna get this money. Then once it's over, I can do whatever I want to. Like, I don't understand why they're having such a hard time just focus. Like, it's your job. Like,
it's privilege, man. It's privilege. These dudes used to being pampered, dog. It's they used to a life. I'm not even gonna say pampered. Pampered's the wrong word. They used to a lifestyle, and that Orlando lifestyle is the total opposite of what they're used to.
It'd be different if you said 3 Orlando Magic players did that. I would understand because Orlando knows they have no chance of winning the championship. Like, but when you're on the Clippers and you literally you're one of the top 3 teams that could win a championship, like.
Oh yeah, it's awful. It's a lack of focus. It's a lack of massive amounts of focus. It's not. It was funny though.
Clippers play. Like if you said
But John, it's the Clippers. What do y'all expect? It's the Clippers. I'm just being honest. It's the Clippers. This is like Clipper behavior.
I guess.
It's Clipper behavior. I'm sorry. It just is. This is what the Clippers do. And of all the rappers, to me, I can see if you know, a nigga like Hove hit you. I mean, you gotta go. Like, you know, I can understand that. But like Jack Harlow, really, for real, a SoundCloud rapper? That's crazy. That's nuts. That's wild, yeah, that's some wild boy shit, bro. Like that doesn't even make any fucking sense. Yeah, yeah.
It is what it is, though.
Yep. It's crazy. So the big question is, who you think is gonna win this thing?
I have no idea. Ask me that question again in a week once they start regular season play. Because right now it's like everybody is like practicing, like so I can't really gauge. I need an actual game environment so I can watch these teams so I can see who's ready to play or not. So like I can't really gauge, like I can't give you a very good opinion of who's going to win. Right now, I only say I hope the Sixers win because that's my team. But I can't like objectively tell you, oh, I feel like this team they got it and they're going to win. Like you got to ask me that next episode.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You know, I would love for my Lakers to win it, but man, there's just so many factors.
Yeah, the factors we don't know. Like what's his name? Well, the Pacers, the center, not Miles Turner.
Sabonis. Yeah, he got hurt today.
Sabonis, yeah, he just got hurt. So like, if people pushing themselves too hard, what other injuries are going to happen? Like, there's so much unknown, especially with the whole bubble situation. Coming back, who's been in shape, who's not in shape. Even though it looks like everybody got more into shape during the pandemic, but we gotta see. And then team dynamics are changing because like the Lakers got J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters, so now they gotta fit them in their systems. You got the Nets like their good players didn't come. They got Jamal Crawford out there like. And then you got like OKC. What's his name? I can see his face. I don't know his name. The dude that plays defense and hasn't played since 2018.
Is it Andre Robinson?
Yeah, so like he's back, so he creates another dynamic. Yo, bro, if Rosen comes and just plays lockdown D, like OKC is already scary, but bro, that's just another piece they can put in. You got the Nuggets and Bobo is looking nice. I didn't really see any Michael Porter Jr. highlights, but if those two can add a spark to Denver, then you don't know what they're about to do. So it's gonna be interesting, but I just can't tell you like objectively who I think is gonna win it right now.
Yeah. Honestly, Jerron, okay, so it was March when this all shut down, right?
Yeah.
I have forgotten what the form is for most of the teams, bro, because there's just been so much going on in the world other than sports that I just lost track.
Yeah.
So like you said, man, these 8 games are really gonna tell us like what we really need to know. I don't think the playoffs are gonna be any type of competitive, honestly. The best teams are gonna win. It's really gonna be like the semifinals and the conference finals, the conference semifinals and finals that are gonna like be the telling point.
The only team I think that could like surprise people is OKC, just because Chris Paul is such a veteran and such a good veteran that I feel like, and like you can see that team runs off Chris Paul's energy. So like I feel like Chris Paul could be focused enough to get OKC to go higher than you would think they would, but besides that, it's like I don't know if the rest of these teams like.
I think Miami can make a run.
Talent-wise, the Sixers should be up
there. The Sixers and the Heat.
I don't know what Sixers team is coming.
I think it's I think it's the Sixers and the Heat are the two teams I would look out for. Is Victor Oladipo playing? Because I would want to play Indiana. Know. But Sabonis got hurt, so damn. Yeah.
Sabonis just got hurt, and we really don't know if Victor Oladipo is playing because he said he wasn't, but then when he realized that he wasn't going to get any money if he didn't show up, he started to show up and he said he was going to play a couple practice games. So I don't know if Victor Oladipo is going to actually play or is he just playing right now so he can get his check and then he's going to sit out. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so much, bro. Like, and honestly, Jerron, like, I'm watching it because I'm a fan and I miss basketball. But a part of me, man, just feels nasty for doing it because it's like we shouldn't even be playing basketball, dog.
I don't feel nasty. Okay.
Okay, nasty's not the word. It's just like.
No, I feel what you're saying because they shouldn't be playing right now. Like, they should have just canceled the season. I agree with you on that. But if they're going to play, then I'm gonna watch it because it's a thing where I can only do so. The only thing I can do is put my opinion out there. I don't think you should be playing during a pandemic and risking your lives.
I agree.
To go make some money on basketball. But if your organization and everybody got together and said we are going to do this, then I'm gonna watch it because you're doing it. Like I don't feel bad for watching it. I stated my opinion. You didn't listen to me. And I'm nobody, so of course you weren't gonna listen to me. But at this point, it's like, okay, well, you're gonna give it entertainment, then I'll at least reward you and watch it. Like, see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't feel nasty or bad about it. It's like we all stated our opinions multiple times on Twitter. People pay attention to Twitter. They know what we were saying. They had many minis about it, but they decided, hey, we still want to play and get this money. So, I mean, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I think, I'm going to piggyback off that. I think that's how I feel too, bro.
The thing I'm more mad about is the WNBA because you weren't going to put any money into them. They shouldn't be out there at all. But especially since you're not really marketing them to watch them on TV either.
Yeah, so, exactly,
like,
bro. Yeah, it's disgusting. You want them to play, but you're not going to give them the same type of accommodations. You're not giving them the same type of safety protocols as the men.
You didn't want to put money into them,
and you didn't want to give them the necessary money and funds to complete this. That's just nasty, bro. Like,
so why are they there? You should. I know the optics would have looked bad, but in the grand scheme of things, you should have just came out and said, "Look, G League is canceled, which I did. WNBA is canceled, and we're only having the NBA. Why? Because we need the money, and we don't have enough money to fund the WNBA the way we're going to do the NBA. So we just decided to cancel the season. It would suck for the WNBA players because I know they want to play basketball, and it would suck for their fans. But at the end of the day, we're not going to have the same accommodations or safety as we're for the NBA players. So for their health, we're going to cancel the season. You will get your backlash, but people will stop backlash you eventually because at least you explain why you're doing it, and it was for the safety of the players.
Yeah.
But now you just look like assholes because you got them out there in these rundown hotels or whatever. The meals ain't looking that great either, and you got them playing, but you're not marketing them on TV. I don't know where to watch a WNBA game. Like,
right, exactly. Yeah.
So like if you weren't gonna put all your effort into it, don't have them play. That's just me. That's my problem with it. More than
No, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Because soon, like when everything was popping off on Twitter, that's why I said what I said. Like I knew exactly when I saw what was happening. I was like, yeah, because the NBA doesn't want to put money into them because they're not going to make a lot of money back. Like that's just that's a simple business 101 thing. It's like, yeah, we're not putting that much money into you because you're not going to make us the amount of money that we want to make. Like it is what it is. Just like our at my job, we had our used car dealership. Like, we're not putting that much money into you because you're not really making us that much money. But we're going to put all our money in the Subaru because they're making us all the money. Like, it's simple. It's easy. 101. Business 101.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. I was getting ready to bring that up as, like, the next top. Yeah. It's just all sports, man. Just, it's not even basketball, bro. It's like, it's football.
It will be the same thing.
It's football.
We're canceling your season because you're not making us no money.
Yeah,
like so much money that we can't cancel this.
Yeah, like baseball is the same. Bro, I'm not watching baseball. I'm sorry. Like y'all should be in the playoffs. Like y'all should be coming down the September stretch right now. Y'all not or getting ready for the September stretch. I'm not about to watch 60 games. Yeah, the Yankees are the best team in baseball. Yeah, we're the favorites to win the World Series. Yeah, that's my team. Not watching it. Do not care. I watch the Lakers because I like basketball more than baseball. But it still don't change the fact that I'm just like, this is nuts. Just like football. Like football going to get hit the hardest because these arrogant assholes they got caught flat-footed because they thought they didn't need to put in any type of protocols or start planning like our country is ran by competent people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, do you understand who the president is, my guy? Like, what the fuck are you doing, Roger Goodell?
September? No.
Yeah, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And now, do you see what's happening with the NFL? So they have like a release clause where you can opt out of your contract if you don't want to play. And the starting right guard for the Kansas City Chiefs, he did his.
He already opted out.
Yeah, but he's a doctor, so he's going back to his home state, his home country in Canada.
So he help out.
Yeah, so he help out, which is very noble. Like something I would do. I'm not about to risk my life, bro. I'm not. Bro, he's a medical professional.
If I want to risk my life, I'm gonna do it helping people, not playing football.
Like, Jerron, think about this. I already risked my life playing football, but then you want me to like come out here and risk catching COVID. And we are like some of the most at-risk people. And people, if you're listening to this, might be like, how are they the most at-risk people? Well, COVID attacks, people with respiratory problems, people who don't get enough sleep, and big obese people. Football players might be in excellent shape, and great athletes, but technically they are obese, especially the linemen. So they are the most at risk. It doesn't matter how young and how fit and how athletic or how rich they are. This disease and this virus does not discriminate at all. It has no prejudice. It will find you if you're not safe, if you're not careful. So, John, I fear that these sports leagues they gonna find out the hard way. They're gonna find out the hard way. And I don't want that to happen, but give him 2020. Just knock on wood, and I pray I'm wrong. But just given that, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if they can pull this off. I really don't.
Oh, guess we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Because these sports leagues don't seem like they're canceling. So
no, not at all. Not at all. So we'll be back next week to talk about the sports. So just keep y'all updated. Let's head into some music. What have you been listening to, my guy?
All right, let's go ahead and talk about these 2 new J. Cole tracks.
All right.
Because my man came, took that fire and left. Like,
oh my God.
So he dropped those 2 tracks. It was like, yo, the album not even close to being done yet, bro.
Man, just
like, why'd you do that to me? Like,
that's some of the best rapping I've heard J. Cole have in a very long time. Like, in a very, very, very long time.
Like, yeah, J. Cole just, he's top 3 in of that generation that he's in. He's just proven it. So,
bruh, my niggas shoot first as if they never played the point guard, more 2 guards, enough straps to fill 4 U-Hauls. Come on, bruh. Come on. You just read the lyrics, bro. The lyrics are crazy.
Bruh. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, he's just solidifying himself, bro. Yeah, I don't get the criticism why people think he's like a boring rapper with no content. I'm like, this dude is a great technical and skillful rapper. He's a chameleon on any beat. And
I don't think they hate J. Cole. I think they hate J. Cole fans.
John, a lot of people hate the person but hate the fans, which is just an annoying behavior because it just shows you can't voice your opinion correctly. like, yeah. I know it's a different topic. I think that's like 70% of the console wars, and people don't really understand. Like, y'all don't hate PlayStation, Xbox. Y'all just hate the people y'all interact with.
Yeah.
So stop interacting with them. like you know, something I need to learn, honestly. But yeah, I can't wait for the album. I need the album. Is there any other new music you listen to?
Let me go to my Spotify. Let's see. I listened to a couple songs off the Pop Smoke album.
Yeah. There's like
a Pop Smoke fan.
Jerome. The sad part about Pop Smoke is his last album before he passed, not the new one that came out, but I enjoyed that one, and I didn't like the other few Pop Smoke records. And then when I heard Christopher Walken, woo, boy, yep, I finally got it. And then like within like 3 months. 6 to 3 months, man. My man got murdered, and it's just sad, bro. Because he was really getting ready to pop. Like, he was really getting ready to pop, and no pun intended, but like he was really getting ready to like go mainstream, and it's just sad, bro. Just murdering niggas for no reason. It just don't make sense, bro. But you know, yeah, I like a couple of the records on that Pop Smoke record. Yo, but you gotta be outside. Like you gotta be in the right setting to like really like Pop Smoke. Like, you know, if we had a regular summer, a lot of those Pop Smoke records going up. Like, a lot of them. Yeah. But
yo, did you listen to that Joey Badass to Light Pack?
Yeah, I didn't like how he came in on that though. The mumble rap destruction. I'm like, come on, Joey. Joey has really big cannabis energy. Like, he has really big, like, the Firm and like AZ and like Nas energy. Like, we spit that lyrical miracle. Like, and I like Joey Badass for that, right? Because he came into hip hop doing that. But man, you don't have to tell your fellow contemporaries, I'm trying to get y'all the fuck out of here. Not like that. Like, just say you go rap better than them, but don't say mumble rap is terrible, because it's not. When done correctly, it's not. But it was good. It was good. I'm here for like a full project.
That song, No Explanation, is
Yeah, like no, it's a good record.
2020, like
It's a good record.
him Pusha T with Ed.
Yeah, it's a good record. Like he's a rapper. Like he's a rapper's rapper. Like he's dope. You know, I just want to hear a full project from him. You know, not when Kendrick drops a classic on the same day you drop your record. Jerome, remember that, dog? We went to go buy both, and then
Bro, I did buy both.
yeah, we went to go buy both, bro. And then like we heard Joey's like, yeah, and then we heard Kendrick like, oh my god.
I did, but I did myself a favor because I knew what was going to happen. So I was like, let me play Joey first.
Yeah, we played Joey first. Yep, we played.
Like, this is a good album. And then I put Kendrick in, and I was like, well, I'm not listening to that album.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I was Damn was in rotation for the next year. Yeah, bro, it was a wrap. And Joey got mad too. He's like, why this nigga decide to drop a classic on my day? Like, really? Like, for real though? Like,
Yo.
and Joey's record was one of the best rap albums that year. Like, people forget that.
You know what I'm saying? Joey's record is really good. He just not Kendrick.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, man, where you think that nigga at right now?
Chilling at his house with his girl, his child.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. I don't think he's really focused about making music right now. I think not. Okay, let me change that. He's a predator. Yeah. Did you see?
I think we would have heard something if it wasn't for COVID. But I think right now he's like, I really don't need to come out right now. Like, I can wait.
Yeah, see, like, I think Cole and Drake can get away with it because they're more mainstream artists. But I think Kendrick secretly been looking, and this is what I think. I'm just all speculation. I think he's secretly been sitting back, recording this album, taking his time with it. I think he's been recording it for a while, and he's just picking the right time to drop it. Now, it could be this year, and it could be early next year, and you could be right. But he just waiting for the right time. And, you know, Punch and Free on Twitter are hilarious. You know, did you see the tweet that he responded to? Where it was like, I think it was XL Magazine, Double XL Magazine tweeted like J. Cole and Drake dropped music and then said Kendrick Lamar and it was Casper the Ghost. And then I think it was Punch, Top or Free. They quoted the tweet and they're like, oh, so that's what we doing? Bet. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Stop, don't poke the bear. Don't say Candyman's name. Please stop. Don't say Candyman's name. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the person I really want to hear from.
Yeah, bro.
But J. Cole has me super excited for the fall off. Oh my God, man. For real.
Like, you know how when Kendrick dropped Humble and he just blew up the internet?
Yeah.
I feel like his next song is going to do that times like 5.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% believe that. Yeah. It's going to go viral. It's going to go crazy. Now, Jerron, I'm going to tell you some music that just came out that you don't know.
Before we get there, though.
Yeah.
To be speaking of the top 3, what do you think about the new Drake track with DJ Khaled?
The Weeknd should kick his ass. Like, if you really want me to be serious, The Weeknd should fight that nigga. For Jerron, I was having a conversation with Adele, right? And we were talking about it. And she's like, yeah, man, that new track with The Weeknd was great with DJ Khaled. Man, it was so good. And I was like, babe,
that was Drake.
That's Drake. And she's like, what you mean? I was like, no, that's Drake. And she played it over again. And she's like, oh my God, I can never unhear this. I was like, yeah, The Weeknd should kick his ass. John, you know how it went. He probably was in the studio, heard the reference track from The Weeknd.
Yep.
And was off the Virginia Black and was like, let's do this. And he copied that nigga, bruh. The whole damn thing. The whole thing. The whole thing. Okay. Jerron, no switch up. Just like none. That wasn't a hook. The other song was cool, but that one right there was just, bruh. I mean, you know he got to fight you, right? Like, He got to swing.
Yeah, that's on site. My God.
Like, he got to fight you. Like, that's nuts to me. And they weren't good records, and I'm not looking forward to his album. So, you know, I'm tired of the mainstream bullshit.
Since you mentioned fighting, so when Will Smith sees August Alsina with this Entanglement song, what's happening?
See, Jerron, you know, if this was like if Will was a different type of nigga, August Alsina's body might be missing right now. Okay.
What you're saying is, if Will is still in Philly, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Will, okay, I hate to say it like this, but like, if Will didn't have a image to maintain, Will will smack the fucking fire out that nigga's face. Come on, bro. Like, you can't, bro. I was defending August a little bit because I was like, okay, man, he's gone through a lot. Jada might have took a little bit of advantage of the situation, had a mentally.
August said he was not taken advantage of.
Yep, and then he confirmed it with this entanglement, which was awful, like god fucking awful. Yeah, what the fuck did Ross? Okay, Ross was off that. He was high as fuck. He had to. I mean, like, when they send you that song and you hear this nigga singing entanglements, like, come on, what you thinking? Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's what's up. I gotta hop on this, my nigga. I could just see like a smooth 32 or 64 to this one. Like, was Rick Ross paying attention the last 3 weeks?
I don't know, bro.
Like, Will Smith gonna see him and be like, "Yeah, nigga, you on that song too?" Mm-hmm.
What's the name? All I know is what Maul said is that man's just a groupie. Like, that's
yeah, bro. Yeah, like I said, like, he fell in love.
Like, I didn't listen to me.
Yeah, no, he was right the entire time, bro. He was right the entire time. Yeah, like, I don't really feel like he was taken advantage of. He was a groupie. He fell in love. She didn't reciprocate. Her and Will got back together, and he hating.
Basically,
he hating. He trying to capitalize off of it, and it's just not happening, bro. Like, just let it go, dog. Yeah, he gotta let that go. He better be glad Will Smith is just a nice dude. The person he should be worried about is Jaden, because that's the nigga that's been too quiet.
Jaden, he just released a new track.
Jaden and Will are gonna jump that nigga. I'm just telling y'all right now.
What's that? You talking about some new music?
So my new music. Oh no, I gotta tell you what some new music came out. Jerron, are you ready for this?
Good.
Our nigga Lupe just dropped the EP today.
An EP?
Yes.
He got a new song out called Shoes.
No, Shoes is a part of an EP.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's called House. Yeah. So I'm gonna give that a listen because that just came out today. Another one you should listen to. Before we started the podcast, we listened to that first Logic record, and I think we need to talk about that because, like, well, damn.
Yo, my man.
Like, hold up.
Logic when that first track came, he went back to 2013, 2014 on that one.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. He hit that shit and just started spitting his ass off, man. And that's the Logic that we've been missing, bro.
Mixtape Logic came back.
That's the nigga we've been missing, bro. Like, and it's just like interest because I want to see where he's gonna take us on this album, but it'll be really interesting to see what will happen. And I think he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay retired. I think he's one of them dudes that's like, yeah, I'm done. He's made a lot of money.
We'll get a new album. It will probably be like 5 to 10 years later.
Yeah, we could get something new from him. Absolutely.
Or it might not be an album. He might like drop a mixtape.
But Jerron, rapper retirement really means you just don't expect no music from me in like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
right?
Basically. But I feel like he might pop up on a feature
Yeah, like he can get bored. Like rappers always got the
Yeah.
itch, and they always gonna rap, and they always gonna get bored. So he'll still be in the studio making stuff,
Yeah.
but he won't put it out.
I think he's just going. It's he that whole being in album mode and all that stuff. I think he's not doing that no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it would be just really interesting to see him drop this album, and it seems like it's being very well received by people who, including myself, who have been critical of his last couple of projects. So it would be interesting to see him, finish off on a very high note, and right off to the sunset. Like I said, this dude has made a shit ton of money. He has a lot of fans. He just signed a deal with Twitch. He chilling, bro. He's a father.
Yep.
Just got married. He chilling. He's in the best position, bro. Like, he wins. He's running off in the sunset. So, man, salute to Logic, bro.
Yes, salute to you.
Salute for your service, man.
You're not gonna be hating like Joe Budden.
No, bro. I think Joe gonna come back and like renege on that. I think Joe gonna hear this.
He already had his apology.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. Okay, I need to finish the podcast, but yeah, I think he gonna apologize. Yeah, cause man, you never know, bro. Like Logic has always had the skill and the technical ability. It was just always the content. But that first record, man, is giving me hope. Woo!
The album was like that, but
yeah, man. If the whole album's like that, just yes, sir. We can add that to Under Pressure and the incredible true story.
Yep.
Yeah, we can add that up there, bro. Absolutely. Other than that, Jerron, like this year's been really slow for music because.
Currency dropped a new album.
Wait, really? Let me go look this up.
Yeah. Called The Outriders. I haven't listened to it yet because it just came out. It came out today. Yeah.
Outriders. Currency is one of the best beat pickers of all time.
Oh, my bad. The Outrunners, not the Outrunners.
The Outrunners, all right.
It's him and Harry Fraud.
Whoa! Okay. You didn't have to say a damn word. Okay. Yikes.
Them two get together. It's like him and Harry Fraud getting together.
That's scary, bro.
It's right under him and Alchemist getting together. So,
yeah, like that's scary.
Yo, somebody said something. I forgot who said it. But when they said it, I was like, I think it was Sean C. He said, yo, somebody call Alchemist. Tell Alchemist to call J. Cole and give me an album. And I was like, I need that. I need that now. Why'd you even say it? I need it now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment. Like, I agree that Alchemist is Alchemist, bro. Like,
and J. Cole.
Wait, did you hear the Freddie Gibbs Alchemist record?
Jermaine, yeah.
Alfredo. Ooh, boy.
Alfredo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro. Freddie Gibbs is on the best run in hip hop right now, in my opinion.
Don't tell academics that.
Man, fuck academics, bro. Whackademics. I hate that nigga, bro. Oh my God. Dude's so fucking annoying, dog. Parasite for the culture, dog. For real, man. Freddie Gibbs was funny as fuck, though. Man, clown that nigga, bro. But yeah, Alchemist and J. Cole, that makes sense.
And Jermaine Cole? No.
I've been trying to say that, like, Drawing, you know who we haven't heard together, bro?
Who?
Kendrick and Primo.
Bruh. That.
Like, we haven't heard Kendrick and Preem.
Do we deserve that?
Absolutely. I'm selfish. Yes, the fuck I do. I deserve all of that, especially from this fuck ass year. Yes, I do. But honestly, like, really, like an EP with just Kendrick and Ninth Wonder would probably be my go-to.
Bruh.
Because Duckworth and The Heart Part 4 told me everything I needed to know. I need that record.
Bruh, no, go all the way back to that one song he did with Rhapsody way back in the day. That mess was wild. What's the name of that song? It's not Rhapsody's mixtape. And
that man's washed though.
Who, Kendrick?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard that one, but
Derek, you're such a damn troll. You're such a damn troll. No, but let's ask Derek what he's been listening to this year. What you been listening to, bruh?
A lot of Dom Kennedy.
Oh shit, is it 2014? What?
yes.
What?
Nah. Just I don't know. One guy, I'm gonna say it. I don't mean to sound like a hater. I don't get the hype, but I'm happy he's successful. Is Little Baby. He's having a great year. I'm just not a part of it. And
Hey.
I guess it'll just. I'm just taking the L there, but
No, not really, Derek. The Lil Baby got some records I like, but like I think Gunna's better than him. In my opinion, that's just me. Gunna makes that melodic shit, and I like that melodic shit. So, I mean, that's right up my alley.
Oh, did anybody listen to that Dub Baby album? Because I sure didn't.
No. The Baby got a great, like, the Baby's like first 3 albums are my shit, right? Other than that, nah, I'm okay.
That man makes the same song like 30 times.
Yes, he does, with the same flow. He needs to differentiate really bad.
he needs to see no ID.
Let me ask Derek the same question. Derek, you think Kendrick coming this year?
I doubt it.
So you and Jerron, okay, yeah, y'all say the same thing.
I mean, like,
I don't see the point of why he would.
yeah. We'll get Cole, and then we might get Kendrick next year.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you think about them Cole records?
Oh, it's classic Cole. You know, very witty. Makes you think.
Oh, you weren't impressed? Because I think that's like some of the best rapping I've heard Cole do in a very long time.
But I have a really high bar for J. Cole.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fair.
So I mean, I liked it. I'm not like, you know, I don't mean to say dang no. Well, it was all right, but you know, it was good. It was good. It's just like, you know, it's Cole. It's Cole. Cole World. You know what I mean? Like, what'd you expect? Like, it's like, you know, like you said with USC, and I say, yo, damn, y'all be pumping out a lot of first rounders. It's like, yeah, USC, baby, is what we do. And you kept it moving. Didn't even talk about it. Am I lying?
No, you're not. You're not. It's Jacob. So you expect greatness every time. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh no. Okay, John, I'm about to ask Derek the same question. So Derek, why did Lou Williams get caught on Instagram with Jack Harlow?
I guess it's just cool to hang out with Jack Harlow right now.
Yeah, I don't get it, dog. I don't get it. Like, he got one record, bro. One song.
And it's an okay song.
Yes,
it's cool.
It's cool. It's not okay. It's cool. It's better than okay.
It's cool.
But it's not leave the bubble, have a quarantine, like, good. Like, it's not, John, it's not. Like, if you Lou Williams and you have Jack Harlow hit you, bro, I'm gonna hit the blunt again, ignore the text, and keep playing 2K. Like, I'm not leaving the bubble. Like,
can you imagine? Can you imagine the Clippers are like, yeah, now you can't play, you know, because 2 weeks.
yeah, John was just saying that. Like, bro, like, you're gonna be quarantined for like a week or two now. You played yourself for a SoundCloud rapper. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. That's a wild boy shit. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. All right, Derek. One more question for you, and I think we're gonna wrap it on up tonight. Basketball, bro. Who you think winning it?
I think old man LeBron is looking like not like an old man.
That HDH is the shit, bro.
Yeah, it's hitting different.
Yeah. That deer antler spray, nigga, is crazy.
So I mean, I think personally, it's looking like yeah. I just think the Lakers got it. I mean, but the Nuggets, that is like, I think that's the tallest team in NBA history. like literally, like
Yeah, they're
if
huge,
you
bro.
wanted,
Pause.
if
But
you
yeah.
wanted to, like just like have a no fun team to play against in 2K, just put Giannis on the Nuggets. Like find a way to keep him, Bol, Jokic, all on the same team. Literally, like you have every position you need. You have point guard, shooting guard, power forward, center, ball. You have everything you need in a team right there. In those 3 players, you don't even need nothing else. Really, you have
Derek, the spacing on that
Jamal
team.
Murray.
Derek, the spacing on that team would be a 2-pack of ass. Are you kidding me?
No, Jokic can shoot. Bol can shoot.
Derek, you're taking the best center, like one of the best big men in the NBA, and you're resulting him to shoot threes. So he's Joel Embiid.
No, he's Al Horford. But best.
Oh, okay. What? All right. Okay. That Al Horford deal looks like some ass now. I'm sorry.
No. You know who looks like some ass? Brett Brown. Fire Brett Brown. # fire Brett Brown.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I agree with that. No. Okay, Derek. No. Okay.
2 years.
All right.
I didn't see it.
Nah, Derek. Like, okay. So, what do you expect? Like, what do you think of Brett Brown moving Ben Simmons to the power forward? Did you see he hit 3 threes today?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, all right. Did you just say do it again? Man, y'all some haters, bro. Y'all some haters, dog.
Listen, it's not hate when literally we went from Ben Simmons doesn't shoot threes to Ben Simmons doesn't shoot threes to Ben Simmons doesn't shoot threes to all right, Ben Simmons is gonna shoot some threes now. Like,
the thing is, it's not. See, the thing is, they never say he can't shoot threes. They just say he doesn't.
Exactly. He doesn't shoot the ball like that. Like and it's like, we like to rag on him, but that's like an essential part of being an offensive basketball player. You know what I mean? Some people are so great in other aspects of the game that not being able to do it proficiently doesn't deter them from being great, but it is a whole nonetheless. So the fact that he's working on it is commendable. But some of the best shooters shoot less than 40%. So I need to see Ben Simmons get to 30% consistently over the course of a year. 35, 37. Once he's at 37, then he's a sniper. But
he ever gets to Derek, you have a lot of confidence. That nigga ever get to 37, 38% from 3-point land, the Sixers gonna win like 3 championships in a row. That's scary. That's like dynasty shit. You understand that, right? His points per game go from like 17 like 28.
I mean, Jason Kidd learned how to do it, albeit it was in the latter half of his
career. Derek, he was almost in the NBA for 20 years. I mean, yeah. But I guess.
Yo, all I gotta say is, if Ben Simmons learn how to shoot, the Eastern Conference better get ready.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's gonna be some issues, bruh. That's gonna be some problems. That's gonna be some super problems. Especially Joel Embiid just keep his big ass under the rim instead of trying to shoot.
That's Brett Brown.
God damn, bro. You should not be taking 5 threes, bro, a game.
Brett Brown like, hey, this is my center under the basket. Nah. We're gonna have a roll off this pick and roll to the 3-point line.
No.
It's what Brett Brown wants, so that's what we get.
All right, guys. Any more topics?
We could talk about him real quick.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about.
Who's him?
Steve Sarkisian.
I'm about to say, stop picking on that man. No, but seriously, we got any more?
If you're listening to this, we in any close proximity, we are going to get through this because despite our leadership, despite businesses, despite just general like assholes with money who make it seem like they own the world and make it run their way, ultimately we as a community, we as a species are actually stronger than just this disease in particular. Now, if like the Spanish flu come back, right? Or if like AIDS finds a way to like go from like okay, but y'all know what I mean. Like, point is, we are very fortunate that in spite of terrible government, in spite of greed, that this particular disease, the K pack, not the K pack, the 19 pack, isn't as deadly as it could be. That being said, it's time that we as a community just become a bit more responsible. So, if you can, please wear your mask in public. Try to wash your hands for the sake of those who you love and who care about you. And, just chill out. I promise you, this time next year will be substantially better off. But you might not be able to make it there. You listening to me right now might not be able to make it there if you don't take precautions you need to take. With that being said, also make sure you do your best to strengthen your immune system, eat healthy. Now is the time to get in shape, drink water, and be a good person. Tell the people that you love that you actually love them, because you never know. And it's not just COVID that could take you out. You can get hit by a car still. People are still catching cancer. So please, now more than ever, like, take life seriously.
I think that's a perfect wrap up.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Guys, this is RNVP. We're gonna do this more consistently. We have more content coming to the channel. I promise we're going to make this work. We're doing this. We're just a couple of guys shooting the shit. That's it, man. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Say where they can get you at, guys.
You can get me at Crass Captions on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for your time. And when we do get big, I want to give a shout out to my friend Jake, Jake, because you ultimately have continued to keep this alive when it would be easy to just give it up and put it to the side and just move on. But the thing about being successful isn't about having like the best idea. A lot of times that's what's important, or being the most talented. It's just persevering and showing up. So I appreciate you, and because of you, I can now say I've done this, or at least have been in the attempts to try to make this work for over a year. And,
yeah, that's the game plan. Yeah, appreciate it, man.
So, the long game.
Yes.
And Jerron as well. You know what I mean? Because couldn't do it without you either. I feel like I'm lucky to have you guys. So I appreciate you guys. This is it's a touchy-feely first episode. Second episode, we're right back to the savagery. Second episode, I'm coming way more,
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot different than the first output. Yeah, yeah.
I won't take 30-minute excursions to. I don't want to say.
If the topic
slapping me, yeah, I'm gonna be taking breaks in between the show. But hopefully I can organize my life a bit better, so that I don't take long breaks in the show. But we back, we ain't going nowhere, and we gonna be here. So either get on board or get out the way, because we gonna.
I like it, John.
Yeah. Catch me on Twitter at GhostFatosa. I can't remember. I should be an underscore, but it might be a period. But it's one of them. You can find me there. And as Derek said, shout out to Jake for bringing this all back together. And shout out to Derek, because the man is hella hilarious. And We back.
All right. You can get me at JTRNVP on Twitter. I appreciate the thanks, guys, but honestly, I couldn't do this if I didn't have co-host. Like I said, we're gonna have more content. Our man Jerron and Vincent gonna be streaming. Our man John is gonna be streaming some content. I think me and Derek gonna talk about some more podcasts. We're gonna have more stuff. Thinking about some guests, line some people up. Yeah, we just gotta be more consistent. We will be more consistent, and like I said, we just a couple of niggas shooting the shit, dog. That's it. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Yeah, peace.
Peace and blessings.